Hello, ladies and gents. Blessings and love to all. Romie Reviews here. Please like, comment, subscribe. It's Halloween. Yes, it is. So, had to go and get into the spirits of it all. Me being a pharaoh and whatnot. From one king to kings and queens, let's just go and... I can't. It's so silly. This is Empire. And this is my recap, my review for Empire, Season 5, Episode 5, The Death of Grief. The episode starts off with Jamal. He's talking to Cookie, as you know, he's talking to his mama. She's there. She has to console her child because Jamal's worried that Kai's dead. And Cookie's just saying, you need to have some faith, honey. And he gets a call. The call is that Kai is fine. He's actually back here in the country, in the hospital, all wrapped up in a bow. And Cookie was hugging him, but had that look of, thank God, thank God. Lucious is talking to, actually, he's talking to this, I don't know if he's a DJ or what, a promoter, but Lucious wants to do business with him. He has this new artist, Devon, and the issue is Devon isn't well known. So Lucious is trying to do that old game of, look, you better come in. We're going to have this listening party, and I wanted to invite you first. There's other people who are also interested. So you better get in while the getting's good. Now, Andre, he's attempting to reacclimate himself into his old life. So his frat brothers, his college friends, he's speaking to them, he's talking to them, and it's very clear that they're looking at him like, hey, buddy, hey, you're still our friends. That's the only reason why we're associating with you. We're the upper echelon, and technically, I guess you are too. Andre's talking about the family business that he's a part of, and they did bring up jail, and one of his friends, one of his colleagues, associates, had the audacity to talk about, well, you know, you were around some real criminals and thugs and all of that. And Andre was just trying to let him know that not everyone who's in jail deserves to be in jail. And they looked at him like, oh, yeah. Of course it's not the case. Of course it's not the case. But you're one of us. We just want you to know that you're one of us. You're one of us. But he's not. He's not. Andre has seen the light. And I don't know if he could ever really go back. Now Jamal's thrilled. He goes to the hospital. He sees Kai. And Cookie's happy to see him as well. And the doctor's talking about Kai's health. And this is when Cookie finds out that Kai has HIV. But she goes and asks Jamal to talk to her outside of the room. And she's like, wait, why was the doctor talking as if Kai had HIV or something? Because he does. And Cookie goes off because of Cookie's past dealings with people who have HIV and AIDS. She's like, what are you doing? You know, oh my God, are you sick? And it's like, no, I'm fine. How are you sure you're fine? Well, the HIV that he has is borderline undetectable. It's borderline undetectable. What are you talking about? It's borderline undetectable. He was saying how he's on PrEP. PrEP? What's PrEP? That's the thing. Cookie is very unaware about a lot of these situations. So all she's hearing, all she's seeing is her baby is being exposed to this disease that she knows kills. And that's how a lot of people see, you know, HIV, AIDS. A lot of people don't realize that there's a difference. It's not the same thing. So now Cookie is talking to Carol and Candace, and it looks like Miss Persnickety Candace is possibly in an abusive relationship, or her husband gets rough with her. We saw a mark on her left hand, and she was trying to say, oh, I got it in spin class. You got it in spin class? Okay, if that's what you want to believe, you got it in spin class. But what matters most is Cookie makes up, because Candace saw that, oh, why are you looking up HIV or AIDS? And Cookie goes and lies, talks about how she has a new artist that has the disease, and she's trying to figure out if it's okay to have the artist. Candace goes, gets her hand sanitizer. Remember, Carol was the drug addict. So Carol is more so understanding about people's situations. And let's be real, Carol could have gotten a bunch of diseases from sharing needles and all of that. And thankfully, as far as we know, she's okay. So, excuse me. So Carol's trying to tell Candace, hey, you're being really ignorant right now. Candace is saying, this is bad for the brand. Why would you invite that disease into your home, around your family, around all? I said, oh my gosh. So now Hakeem and Tiana, they're in their place. Tiana's slowly being crept back into the whole Hakeem Lyon family mess. And you can see that she really doesn't want to, but Hakeem's an addiction for her. So he even gets her this gold nameplate. I said, that's so 90s. The gold nameplate with her name on it. And she needs to get to work. She needs to get to work. She knows he's still strapped. He has a gun. And that's when we realize, huh, things haven't changed that much. And she tells him that things have to really change if he's going to come back into her life. But she's not sure yet. And it's interesting because we see that Tiana, a flashback of her being pregnant, and baby Bella's already a little bit older, and she looked really big. I said, that's one baby. She looked really big. But now Lucious is trying to work with Devon, and it's not going so well. Devon, okay. You know how with some of these singers, some of these popular singers, some of them can sing, but some people who are more used to like soul and R&B, they don't feel it when some of these singers sing. And I'm not naming names because I actually like the people that some of the people say those words about. Yeah, that's the problem that Devon's having. And Lucious is saying, you're not connecting with the feeling. Yes, your voice sounds great. Yes, you can do anything with your voice. But that's half the battle. That's half the battle. Tiana's playing this really good song. And I said, oh, I actually like this. And it's a song with Blake. But she wasn't supposed to do that. But Tiana's slick. Actually, she's not slick. Tiana's thinking, this song is actually good. Let's see if I can go and craft a whole album around this. And Kingsley does not like it. Kingsley wanted her to create the song and craft it with certain words so that the algorithm can take over and it could chart better. It could get more exposure so that it could chart better. See how all of this works? She said, I'm an artist, not an algorithm. Actually, she didn't say that. I will have written that for her if I was doing the writing. But Becky's trying to keep it calm, cool, and collected. Kingsley hates it. He says scrap it. He wants her to redo the entire album. He's going to have her work with other producers, and this time do what he says. Kingsley does not understand how this business is really run. The artists are supposed to come first, even if they don't. You're supposed to make them feel like they do. But Becky's talking to Tiana and telling Tiana, look, you just need to chill. He has terrible people skills. We see Tiana was actually in the hospital already, and the nurse was doing a piss poor job. Hakeem saying something's off with Tiana. Tiana's saying something's off with Tiana, but there goes the nurse like, oh no, it's fine. Girl, it's just cramps. Oh, it's just this and that. And then she starts to flatline. The nurse looks befuddled. I'm irritated. And then, so now Tiana, feeling empowered by that moment, it's like, look, I'm going to do what I need to do, and I'm going to do it my way, because it looks like I can't go and rely on you, can't rely on this and that. I'm not relying on anyone anymore to go and get what I want. I wasn't mad at Tiana for that. I felt that. That was a word. But Becky definitely had that look of, excuse me? Because Tiana said, I'm a mother now. You don't understand how it is to go and have to provide for your family, for your children. I said, ooh, sure. Becky did go and get that abortion, so no, she felt what it hypothetically would have felt, and that's why she got the abortion because she wanted to focus on her career, and there's something wrong with that. Now we see that Cookie realizes something's wrong with Lucious. What's wrong with Lucious? What's wrong with him is the fact that he's having issues connecting with the soul part of Devon. Cookie's issue is that that's all well and good, but our son is exposed to HIV/AIDS, and because that's what Kai has, Lucious is like, oh my God, does he have it too? No, he doesn't have it. And then Lucious, I said, wait a minute, what's going on here? Lucious tells Cookie, you need to allow Jamal to make his own choices. Whether it's a mistake or not, it's not for us to decide at this point. He loves Kai. Kai loves him. What are we going to do? what we will do is support him, because I spent way too long trying to get him to be something else than what he actually is, and it didn't work. Cookie was pissed. Cookie said, am I talking to Dwight right now? Am I talking to Dwight right now? Because it's Lucious. I said, Cookie, now that's rude. Now I'm a little irked. Cookie also gave Lucious the advice of bringing in Jamal to help out Devon. Jamal comes in, but Jamal, at the time, he didn't really do much to help out Devon. He more so talked to his father. And again, Lucious said, I know you. I know you're smart. Are you using protection? Are you being safe? Yes, yes, and yes. So that was pretty much that as far as that conversation. Andre's having a moment. He's on the phone trying to see if he can get money for something. And he goes, swoosh! And throws stuff off the table. Everyone's looking like, what the hell is He-Man doing over there? So that's when Cookie takes over and tells Portia, all right, have everyone go back for lunch. Yes, back for lunch. I don't care if you had lunch the first time. Cookie talks to Andre, and this is when Andre acknowledges he was...
Remember to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe and come back.
Trying to go and essentially get a legal fund together to help out the other incarcerated men. Now, the problem is there's no money anywhere for him to do so. And Cookie tells him, hey, listen to me. Because Cookie was just like, look, trust me, I understand. This system, it goes and attacks black and brown people at ridiculous proportions compared to everyone else. And I know that everyone who's in jail, doesn't deserve to be in jail. And she was about to go off. I said, ooh, is that Cookie or is that Taraji? Because that sounded like Taraji at this moment. But Andre apologizes to his mother because he actually used to tell people that his mother was dead. Because he didn't want to associate her with prison. He had this misconception about her going to jail. And so now that he was there, he understands it. But he feels hopeless because he can't do anything. They don't have money. Cookie has to remind him that, hey, you offer something different to the table. If you think money is all it takes to fix your problems, then I didn't do my job. And Andre had to think about that. Now, Lucious takes Devon to the basketball courts because he's trying to go and bond with him in the more so Lucious fashion. Now, I appreciate it. Throwing the basketball at him, telling him, all right, let's go and talk. This is where you find out Devon actually lost his girlfriend because he wanted to be celibate. He wasn't out here partying. He was out here doing drugs. He was doing exactly what he was supposed to do. But his girl liked that lifestyle, so he lost her. And so now we see, okay, we'll focus on the pain of losing your girl because you wanted to be yourself. You wanted to be you. You wanted to be the good guy. And now they're going to go and craft a song. And now it starts to sound like, okay, this is something I kind of believe. Lucious is on the guitar. Devon's singing. And we know Mario can sing. Lucious felt something. Especially that last note. Lucious felt something. Hakeem, he's doing this song. I said, oh, this isn't bad, actually. I can say the music this season has been good. It has. It has. The song wasn't bad, but Hakeem was still doing those reindeer games with his cohorts in his parents' house. The problem is, Chicken was showing Hakeem, oh, so now Tiana and Blake are working together on a new song? Hakeem hears the song and he realizes, wait a minute, those are my lyrics. Those are my lyrics, but Blake is taking ownership of it. One of Hakeem's friends was also like, well, Blake actually sounds good on it. And with Tiana doing the hook, that's kind of fire. That's kind of harder. I said, pick a side. I want to yell, pick a side. Pick a side. Now, Quincy has a visit from Andre again, and Quincy's mother, we'll call her T, she's there too, It's great. Andre's such a good guy. He's going to work on Quincy's case to prove that he was put in there unjustly. And so once Quincy leaves, Andre goes into... Quincy's mother, T, was asking too many questions. Once she found out the answers, she felt over it. She looked at the tattoo that was on his arm, his right arm, and she felt a certain way because Andre acknowledged that, no, he is guilty. Because she said, I know that you were put in here unjustly. He said, no, I did that. I did that. Yeah, I killed her. I mean, she killed my wife and my child. I mean, she needed to go. She needed to go. Now Quincy's mother backs away because she feels uncomfortable. It's like, oh, so this is actually a criminal. This is a criminal. That's what that look on her face told me. While that was happening in the studio, Kingsley's listening to Treasure the Traitor. So Treasure the Traitor decided to record Tiana's own song. Treasure did sound good, but that's not the point. The point is that Becky did have Tiana's back and saying, wait a minute, that's not right. Why are we doing it this way? Tiana can do this. Tiana can do that. What's really going on here? Kingsley said he's shelving Tiana. He's essentially shelving her work. He thought that, yes, the song was good. The problem is the clearance and the fees associated with an unknown artist is building buzz, but it doesn't matter when all of the money you will have actually received is going to go back to him. And yeah, actually, I'm charging it back to you anyway. She was over it. Treasure's trash. Oh, God. Treasure had potential, too. Should have known she was a snake. Should have known she was going to play a snake on... Oh, Treasure. Andre decides that he's going to go and reach out to Quincy's mother again, but he's going to ambush her. And I'm going to say from T's point of view, she looks concerned, like, what are you doing here? He said, look, I don't mean you any harm. I'm not a good person. I did not kill Anika. But your son, think about it. There was the guy who was bullying him, that was going to harm him, that was going to kill him. He was not going to stop. Someone had to do it. And that someone was me. So now, it's okay for you to not like me, to not trust me. But I really am on his side. I'm not a good person, but I'm trying to do good. And, you know, once she realizes that, hey, we're in a messed up situation. And what she cares most about is her son. So she has to work with someone that isn't as honorable as she thought. She'll do it. And then they go and share an umbrella and go to her apartment. I'm thinking, oh, Lord. You're really trying to tell me we can't see Andre with this woman? You really can't tell me that we can't see... Okay. Now we're at Jamal and... I almost said his real name. And Devon's showcase. Well, it's actually Devon's showcase. He's performing. It's sounding good. Everything's... the guy that Lucious wanted to attend is actually there. And so then... Devon did his thing like we expected. Now it's Jamal's turn, but it's going to be a duet between the two of them. And Kai is there. So while they're performing, Cookie wants to talk to Kai. And this was a good conversation. Cookie said she loves her son. She doesn't want anything bad to happen to her son. She can't take something bad happening to her son. You disappearing, you die, whatever it is. Kai had to say, because Cookie was saying, she actually knows the disease. She saw women around her while she was in jail, incarcerated, dying from the disease. They didn't look like themselves. They couldn't even think, and then they die. Kai had to say, first off, he has HIV, not AIDS. Thankfully, it's two different things. Secondly, he's taking his medication, and he's so low on the spectrum when it comes to that. That's why it's called undetectable. Well, it's a low detection rate. There's just traces, and they wear protection, and he loves Jamal too, and he's not gonna do any type of behavior that would directly result in passing it to Jamal. You know, they're doing everything that they can while also being sexually active to protect Jamal from what Kai has. And so Cookie just needs that assurance. But of course Cookie's still scared and nervous. But they hug it out because Cookie was taught something, and she believes it, and it's true. Now, the man that Lucious again wanted to work with in the first place, now he wants to work with Lucious and Cookie. Now he wants to go and sign Devon, and it looks like they're going to get twice the amount that they thought they were going to get. My whole thing is, like, sign them to what exactly? Are they just a management company and he has a record label? Like, what, how does that all work? That's the part I'm a little confused by, but they were happy. They were drinking it up, toasting it up. And then we get to close to the end. Tiana was talking to Blake, and Blake is upset because the song was released, and we know that Blake put out the song and used Hakeem's lyrics and claimed it as his own plagiarism. And now Hakeem's pissed because Hakeem overhears that, oh, so you put out the song, you thought the song, those lyrics were Blake's? Tiana, you thought those are my lyrics. So now Hakeem punches him twice. It starts a fight, and the media's all over the place watching them. Security gets Hakeem. Tiana, she goes and runs towards Hakeem. I said, at least you made the right decision. But Hakeem is right. Blake was starting to like you, but you were starting to like Blake too. Let's just call it what it is. And then there's this flashback. We see that Tiana was supposed to have twins. And unfortunately, only Prince, the baby boy, was born. So that's where it seems like their relationship really broke down after the death of the daughter. And a decision had to be made up if they wanted to go and see the daughter one last time. Tiana went with Cookie, because remember, Cookie went through this herself. And so Cookie convinced her to do it. Hakeem and Lucious bonded. Hakeem was crying and he was just over it. And they were bonding over the fact that they went through the same thing. Lucious also lost a daughter. So it's just crazy how history repeats itself. Tiana is over it. Tiana is done with Hakeem. She can't deal with this cycle. They're crying. He's crying. I said, okay. I'm tired of them. That's the truth. I'm tired of them. Now we see Jamal and Kai. Jamal and Kai, they confess their love for each other. Kai lets it be known that Cookie was talking to him about the HIV situation, and they hugged it out. So now Kai goes and proposes to Jamal, but then Jamal said, hold up, and gave Kai a ring. So at this point, they're both now kneeling on the floor, and they propose to each other. And it was actually sweet. I was like, oh, how great, how cute. What's next? What's next? Who's dead? But that's how the episode ends. I said, okay, this was an okay episode. They put in some important topics, but I need to get to the mess soon. Kingsley needs to go. A bunch of people actually need to go. But please like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for my star recap. Watch my American Horror Story and my Greenleaf recaps. That will be coming out tomorrow. And remember this is important too. Go out and vote. Go on vote early, or go out and vote on Tuesday, like I think like a lot of states are doing. But just make sure your voice is heard. Your voice is heard. And happy Halloween!